Samuel Goldwyn was a Polish-born American film producer, a co-founder of MGM. He was known for his talent in film promotion and was involved in creating many famous movies, including The Lady Vanishes, 1935, The Wind in the Willows, 1949, and Ben-Hur, 1959. Miles Gilbert Tim Horton was a Canadian hockey player known for his career in the National Hockey League, NHL, and as a co-founder of the Tim Hortons restaurant chain. Georges Pompidou was a French president from 1969 to 1974. Before that, he served as Prime Minister under Charles de Gaulle. Pompidou was known for modernizing France's economy, expanding European cooperation, and advocating for closer ties among French-speaking countries. Fish co-founded Qantas and served in World War I, earning a Distinguished Flying Cross for his aerial service. He later became a pilot and was knighted in 1953 for his contributions to international flight. Agnes Moorehead was an American actress known for her roles in radio, stage, film, and television. She won a Primetime Emmy Award and 2 Golden Globes and was nominated for 4 Academy Awards. Her most famous role was as Endora on the TV show Bewitched. Won 3 major championships, the PGA Championship twice and the Open Championship in the 1930s. He was the last man to win consecutive PGA championships before Tiger Woods did so in 1999 and 2000. Famous for his novels El Señor President, which described life under a ruthless dictator, and Hombre de Maíz, which championed Mayan culture and customs. In 1967, he became only the 2nd Latin American to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. Georgy Zhukov, a Soviet military leader, was crucial in WW2, notably in the Battle of Berlin. Rising from humble beginnings, he became a key strategist, leading to pivotal victories. Despite success, his relationship with Stalin was complex, impacting his career. Zhukov's memoirs shed light on his wartime strategies. Darius Milhaud, part of Les Six, studied at the Paris Conservatory with Georges Auric, Arthur Honegger, and Germaine Taillefer. Known for polytonality and jazz influences, he composed works like La Création du Monde and Le Bœuf sur le Toit. Milhaud also taught at the Paris Conservatory and Mills College, where Dave Brubeck was his student. Served as President of Argentina from 1946 to 1955, and again from 1973 to 1974. The leader of a populist movement known as Peronism, he and his wife Eva Perón were hugely popular among large swaths of the Argentine population and attacked as demagogues by others. Served as the 30th Governor of California, 1943-1953, and later the 14th Chief Justice of the United States, 1953-1969. He is best known for the decisions of the Warren Court, which ended school segregation and transformed many areas of American law. James Chadwick, a British physicist, discovered the neutron in 1932, winning the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1935. Trained under Ernest Rutherford, he worked at the Cavendish Laboratory at the University of Cambridge. Chadwick's interpretation of experiments led to the neutron's discovery, crucial in nuclear physics. He also contributed to the Manhattan Project during World War II. Mama Cass was in the Mamas and the Papas, known for California Dreamin'. Afterward, she had a solo career with hits like Make Your Own Kind of Music. Despite health issues, she found success in nightclubs. Cass died at 32, later inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Charles Lindbergh made the first solo flight across the Atlantic in 1927, becoming a global hero. He promoted aviation and helped establish transatlantic routes. Despite fame, his son's kidnapping in 1932 led to changes in laws. Later, he focused on conservation and wrote books. Jacqueline Suzanne has been named the world's best-selling writer of fiction for her novel Valley of the Dolls, 1966, which has sold over 31 million copies. German industrialist Oskar Schindler saved 1,200 Jews during the Holocaust by employing them in his factories. His story gained fame through the novel Schindler's List and the film adaptation by Steven Spielberg, winning the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1993. Ed Sullivan, a popular TV host, introduced iconic acts like the Beatles and the Jackson 5 on his show from 1948 to 1971. The Beatles' 1964 debut on his show was a major television event, breaking records for viewership. U Thant, a Burmese diplomat, served as the third Secretary General of the United Nations from 1961 to 1971. Known as the conscience of the world, he promoted international peace and cooperation. He played a key role in mediating the Vietnam War and establishing the UN's peacekeeping force. After his death in 1974, he received a state funeral in New York City, with his ashes buried in Burma. James J. Braddock, the Cinderella Man, was a celebrated American boxer who rose from poverty during the Great Depression. After a comeback, he became heavyweight champion in 1935. Braddock later served in World War II and retired to work in marine construction. His story was depicted in the film Cinderella Man. The last man who could swing an election with a newspaper column, he is famous for being among the first to introduce the concept of the Cold War and for coining the term stereotype. He won 2 Pulitzer Prizes for his work. Jack Benny, a beloved American comedian, starred in The Jack Benny Program on radio and TV for over 30 years. He was also known for his film roles. Benny passed away in 1974 and was posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1980. Frank Martin, born in Geneva, showed musical talent early. He studied piano and composition with Joseph Lorber and worked with Émile Jacques Dalcroze on rhythm. In 1926, he founded the Chamber Music Society of Geneva, conducting and teaching music for the next decade. Martin sought to develop his unique musical voice during this time.